No, you're fine. I'm just turning you down.
Okay, thank you. So, are we ready
So
to
what do you?
debate?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah. Typically, I talk about axiomorphic dualism and logical operations present within it.
Axiomorphic dualism. Well, what is that?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's more so idiosyncratic account. It's been utilized in several essays, but I can
Yeah.
explicate the view to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course. So the most reductive profiling I can provide is that it's simply referring to like any sort of axiomatic functions. The mechanisms that operate within it are going to have to be inferential and deductive towards a conclusive direction, right? Would you agree?
I'm quite on the questions. I don't know this view. Presumably, I'm just going to analyze and investigate it and ask you questions. Obviously, the questions cannot be answered sufficiently. It's going to stand as a defeater. So go from potential defeater to a real defeater, given the actual conversation. So you're just going to be saying that axiomatic functions or axioms are going to have to be like inferential, I guess. I mean, okay, I'm not really granting that or just affirming that, but I
There's
understand what you mean.
several biconditionals, right? So the two circumstances that would have to be necessarily fulfilled for axiomorphic dualism to be satisfied is that all axiomatic functions that operationalize themselves present within any sort of formal instantiation of a given logic claim is also going to have to be inductively and deductively inferential. Right. This can be referring to conclusions typically, but it could also be like a covariance operation.
All right, whatever. So first of all, you were talking about axiomorphic dualism. What was the second thing? Talk about logical something within it.
Well, yeah, the logical functions and mechanisms with it.
All right, so I guess do you want to be saying axiomorphic dualism is true or false?
Oh, it's true, objectively. But
All right, so it's objectively true. That means it's the case that the truth there is going to be mind independent. I want you to prove that. You mentioned axiomorphic dualism. I want you to prove it's going to be an actual concept. Otherwise, I'm dismissing it. And I don't even know why we should hold to your conception that axiomorphic dualism. It could be the case that you're tracking something else rather than what it actually is, what it typically is. You said dualism refers to any axiomatic functions and needs to be inferential. I want you to prove that. You said it's some biconditional. I want you to demonstrate the if and only if. And even if the conditional exists, I'm not even sure why it's going to be true here, meaningfully speaking. So if you can address that and dismissing it, you said all axiomatic functions or axioms must function to be inductively and deductively inferential. I want you to prove that. Also, that seems to be kind of autistic. I think axioms are more of a mathematical or logical thing, so they demonstrate necessary derivatives. I'm not sure how induction would tie in there. I think inductions are more so about, given some kind of evidence, we can say this is more likely, generally speaking. But I'm not even sure if axioms would posit probability, necessarily speaking. I want you to prove that. Otherwise, I'm dismissing it. This is going to be some kind of covariance. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you mean to say that it can be one thing and not another thing. I want you to prove that as well. And also, I want you to prove that I can dismiss all your points. Otherwise, I'm dismissing them again. And I hate you. And also, I'm not even sure what anything you say is justified. I want you to say justification and why we should accept that. And why under that account you justify. I want you to know why I can be a nihilist towards anything you just said and everything you just said.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm not sure why I can just grab your throat and kill you.
Gallop. I'm not sure how long you're going to.
You said it's a Gish Gallop. I want you to prove it's a Gish Gallop or someone dismissing that. I don't know why you said that.
Wait, is this all rage bait? Is this whole thing like a troll?
You said wait.
Rectify
I'm not going to wait for you. I want you to prove me to wait for you. Otherwise, I'm dismissing that as well.
Wait,
so you said So typically when we say you're actually no, hold on. Okay, I am. I'm
anyways, that's lovely.
It's not a no. I want you to prove that as well. But anyways, you did say It's going to be implicit of agreement, which just means you concede to all my points. So I'm just going to conclude the debate here. You lost. I'm sorry. You said
Okay, so that was
you agreed to all my points. That's a concession.
So he saw.
You said it was obvious. I want you to prove it's obvious. You said it's an auto concession. I want you to prove that.
It's okay.
I don't know what concession means under your account, or why we should adopt that, or how is the case that under your account I actually did concede. I want you to prove that as well. Otherwise, I'm dismissing it. So you seem to just make claims you can't stand on. So again, very consistent. You can't justify any claim. So based off that, I can make some kind of induction and just say it's likely that you're fucking retarded.
How's that
and dismiss you again. Once I answer that, I want you to prove that. Otherwise, I'm dismissing it. Also, that presupposes my previous explication isn't sufficient. I want you to prove that as well. You said it's a troll. I want you to prove that. All right, let's conclude.
Yeah,
that's what you think happens. I want you to prove that you even think. And when it comes to your thinking, why is it going to be truth conducive, accurate, and precise? If it's not obviously skewed, and I would just dismiss it. You said it's funny. I want you to prove it's funny. I don't know what that means either.
Funny for the first 2 seconds.
I want you to prove you're a rational agent as well. You said it got still. Demonstrate that. Oh, so I wasn't trolling, by the way. I'm being skeptic here, right? So you affirm something is true, and I'm skeptic in response to it. So I'm not sure why you're going to be angry towards my skepticism. It's just my job in the debate. You're pretty fucking autistic.
This is kind of pathetic on your
You just seem
part.
to be angry.
I think the only rhetorical
Okay, everyone's saying I'm crushing you, so how's it pathetic? Keep in mind you're a Make-A-Wish kid, so I'm going to dismiss that. You wear the Alvin the Chipmunk t-shirts, you're fucking retarded. I'm dismissing you, get off the stage.
Chipmunk t-shirt.
Nigga lost.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm about to disconnect you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Are you gonna respond or conclude?
You're gonna kick me? Wait, you have no response?
Yes, you need to respond. Okay, that's in question. I want you to prove that. Anyways. Yeah, so are you gonna conclude or respond? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 1 Mississippi?
Okay.
2 Mississippi? You Mississippi?
So there's gonna be several misconceptions with your argument.
It's gonna be a misconception. Well, number one, I didn't give an argument, so that's gonna just be false necessarily speaking. You're fucking autistic. I ask you questions. I'm not sure why questions are arguments. So I want you to prove it's an argument as well. Well, it's pretty fucking retarded.
Very sad. Very sad.
I want you to prove you exist.
This is so
now when it comes to the actual comments in the side chat, I think what everybody says in the side chat dismisses your points and voted it. So via that, you lost. That's my conclusion. And I'm gonna disconnect you. Hey. Congratulations, but you on that shit. Hey. I pull up Helen Wonderland because I want to, bitch. Hey. Alright, one.
Damn. Ernest, you got beat down one time with that method, and then you just started spamming everybody, bro.
I never got beat down a day in my life, nigga.
You got beat down by that method.
No, nigga, no.
You started spamming that shit everywhere.
No, the thing is, y'all niggas say bullshit. Y'all talking about fucking Martin Luther King, bro. That is not my method, bro. Oh God, nigga, that is not my method.
That is my nigga. You're literally taking my method, bro. I want you to.
No, your method is jibber jabber, nigga. See, my method is rational, grounded, grown black man skepticism.
It's gonna be rational. I want you, like, dude, that's what you're doing, bro. Like, dude, like, come on, dude.
Nigga, that's my method, yes, sir. What happened? Why did nigga ask me that?
Come on, bro. Like, method, burden, spam. But like, there's one way.
I wasn't even burden spamming. I was just being skeptic towards this proposition, which is my job.
There's one way you can get around it, though. Actually, there's a couple ways. Anyways. But like,
I'm hip to that.
Hold on.
No, activists did.